People be like, ¿tú quieres comprobante fiscal? Like, you go do the, like, paying for gas.
For anything.
Groceries. I'm like, no, I don't need no comprobante fiscal. Like,
Yeah. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in with your boy. And today I have my lovely wife on the channel today. And we're going to be talking about our business in Dominican Republic. So it's been quite interesting. So I would love to get the wife's, perspective on it as well. And then she could probably, put some stuff in Spanish for you guys that's out there that speaks this language as well. So first thing I would like to talk about is this complemento fiscal, or whatever you say. How you say?
It's called comprobante fiscal.
Okay, so we learned recently, the both of us, the hard way.
Yeah, because you hear out there mostly people be like, ¿tú quieres comprobante fiscal? Like, you go do the, like, paying for gas.
For anything.
Groceries. I'm like, no, I don't need no comprobante fiscal. Like,
yeah, exactly. We don't have to use our business, We just pay taxes and go by that day.
Nah, bro. We gotta give all that to the government back.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So it's crazy because in DR you could have a SRL or what they call the RNC or something like this. Is it RCN or RNC?
RCN.
RCN. So you can have that, and if you have that, that's fine. You can have a legal business in DR. But if you're trying to make invoices and you're trying to like send out, hey, you gotta pay this monthly, or hey, you gotta do this,
then you have to have all that up to date. For example, like we had the business since 2025 and we haven't put nothing on it, but even though we can't have that number for us to do invoices, because we have to make sure to tell them again that we have not used the business.
Yep. And the crazy part is your boy been doing invoices the whole time I've been here. That's crazy. So I've been thinking I've been doing it the right way. And of course, I'm happy that I still have those invoices, and I can surely claim it at the end of the year, or talk to the accountant. Was it contable or something?
Un contable.
That's what they call him. So we actually found one, and he's really nice so far, right? Or not really. I mean, I think he's been helping us out.
Dominican, I don't believe in nobody until they do something bad. You never know.
Yeah, but he's
so far
he's proven himself so far.
I mean, once you put money, everybody will do this.
Yeah, but at least he's informative.
Just my thinking.
Yeah, but he's informative at least, right? Because he did give us a lot of information, a free consultation at that.
But he made sure he said, I never used this for free. I charge people $2,500 and just
yeah, but he still wants a client. That's like me. If I have a client that wants to do business with me, I'll be like, hey, I might give you a free consultation. But at the same time, I'm taking the risk of losing my time, taking a risk of you might be in a potential client, maybe.
But you know what I learned about with that guy? Because you know how in DR you go to El Mercado, and then like this potato is $5 a pound, and then you could be like, yo, I only got $4. They'll give it to you, right?
Yeah.
But when you go like for a lawyer, you cannot just be like, hey lawyer, you're not gonna charge me $100 an hour. But this guy said $7,000, and I went back and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use your service. We're gonna do this monthly stuff, and we're gonna do $5,000. Can you take that? Then he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna lose a client for $5,000.
She lying because
I
told her everything is negotiable in DR.
No, I thought it wasn't.
And I was
that
like,
type of stuff.
I was like, hey, yo, hit him back up and say, listen, let's do 5,000. Because I'm not trying to lowball people, but my partner told me, like the guy that sent him told me the price, and I was like, you know what, I'll add a little extra on top of it, because of course, business grows people, but I was like, hey, just hit him back up and tell him 5,000. And then he said, what? He was like,
yo no voy a perder un cliente por 2,000 pesos. Yo te voy a dejar esos 5,000.
Nah, I can't blame him though. You're not gonna lose business for 2,000 pesos. It was like $40 or something like this, right?
Yeah. But we're still learning though about the taxes, the EBT. ITBS?
Yeah, ITBS and DGI and the whole...
Yeah, so back in the US, you usually file once a year. And if you have a business, of course, you upload the receipt
Yeah,
one time, or you do it monthly?
Well, you could do it. You keep the receipts, right?
But you have that account in your charge.
Yeah. So like me, back in the States, I had the QuickBooks, right?
Exactly.
And every time I have an invoice, it's in there. So at the end of the year, I just print everything as a PDF.
And that's another thing. The guy is like while I was asking for all the information, he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna need me all the time." I'm like, "There's no way I'm always gonna need you." Now,
Yeah.
if I made a mistake or lost a receipt, maybe I will need an accountant, or if something wrong in that account. But I'm sure that I can handle where every 5th or 20th of the month after the month is done.
But I think you know.
I don't trust nobody when it comes to paying somebody.
But they're gonna do that part.
But I see a lot of videos, people speaking how they had an accountant for small to big businesses that every month they send money because you're supposed to pay on top of it.
Yep.
Like once a year, I think.
Once a year.
If it doesn't add up with,
from what we understand so far,
if you earn more than what you spend or something like that, still new on this. But people trust their accountant and they deposit the money for them to handle that, and they don't. So I still always have that 99% not sure, and then that 1% yes. That's just me.
That's again, every country has its problems.
What's the word about how
every country has their problems. My biggest thing is I always tell the Dominicans sometimes they just don't have integrity. But that's fine because every country has its problems. No country, even in the U.S., there's people that don't have integrity in business, and that's fine. But you just got to know how to pick and choose your business people. That's it.
But guess what? As a Dominican saying, ain't nobody like Dominicans. God. I got it. No. There is no.
We can't say that because we haven't met everybody yet when we working.
No. As a Dominican, I'm telling you.
We can say that they're pretty bad. We can say that in certain aspects, but at the same time we can say that we really haven't spent time with other businesses or different people personality, because we could say that, but then we go to some place, like freaking, let's say Chile or something, right, and we run a business there. Those people might be worse. We just don't know.
Well, another minute.
Yeah, but
I love my people. I am Dominican. Claro que sí, pero mira.
I try to look at things from two sides. The wife is mostly like, same. I'm the same as well too. But like, yes, I know these guys have no integrity. We both know that. But at the same time, we know what we're dealing with, so we know how to manage it. Now, imagine if you had someone rob you and you didn't know what you were dealing with. That's how I feel about it. At least we know who the robbers are. You know what I'm saying? At least we know who we're dealing with. So we can be like, all right, you know what? Here goes 5,000. Leave me alone.
But the thing is, behind the integrity of not having it, I know that sometimes they do like customer service, or they do bartender, or they do this, or they do that, and they go to school and they pass the class and they get a certification for them to just do it, right? Because that's how the system works.
Yeah.
But they don't put love to it. They don't put work to it.
Yeah.
For example, the people at the bank, you tell them different.
I don't know. We met one guy. We met one guy at the bank that was like,
that's one in a million.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, the guy speaks English. He speaks Spanish. He was really tentative. He was really respectful. Not only that, like, he was just really helpful overall. I mean, again, we do it again. Can't just generalize everybody because we do have good and bad people all over.
But you have to be ready when you're in the Dominican Republic for people not to have professionalism.
Facts.
For sure. But that doesn't mean that, I mean, we're always going to be real. We're going to tell you what it is, because people like to put things like, oh, it's so pretty here.
It's
it's not. But you will find some crazy things that you'll be like, what? And then you'll find, like, you will go to a pharmacy, for example, and ask the lady, so I know you guys have different pharmacies. Can you check if there's any other medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any medicine in the other ones?
From your same company.
Oh, no, I can't do that. Then 3 days later, I go there and I have another thing, and then another lady is helping me. And she's like, oh yeah, just 1 second. And then she goes, like, oh yeah, we don't have it. Let me call. Oh no, do you guys have it? And I'm like, but I came here 3 days ago, and the lady said she just didn't wanna. She didn't feel like it.
But that's just how they are. I'm from the outside looking in. My people from St. Thomas, we do this a lot, where we're just really not helpful when it comes to helping people. I don't know why. I would love to get down to the. I guess, some people just don't love their job, or they just don't love what they're doing. So it might tie into that, is what I'm thinking.
And they're
right?
stuck in what they know and what they want. And they always like to be right, too, in a way.
Yeah. We've had some issues. We've had some racial issues in certain areas.
Classes.
Racist is, it's classist.
I mean, I'm a Dominican, and I'm telling you, Dominicans are racist. They are. They're like,
no, but it's classist. Like you said, it's classist. Because racist would be like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? But like, classist is kind of like, if you come in here dressed a certain way,
it's a lot of classes.
Or like you have a vehicle, or you look like you have money, they'll treat you a lot more different than when if you come in there like when when we went into one of the spots that we have, the guy straight up was
So you have you
have a
you have
property
a property here? Really?
It
and
was,
then he's like, and then we're like, yeah, go sit down and find out because that's your job.
It was tough. It was tough. So, but again, that's just Dominicans. As far as like the business aspect of things, running a business in DR, it is a little headache. It is a little paperwork. No, a lot of paperwork. And it is a process. So you have to make sure you know who you're dealing with, making sure you get the right lawyer, make sure you get the right accountant, because again, like we mentioned, integrity and dealing with certain people, if you don't know them, they might treat you differently or take advantage of you. You just got to be aware of these type of stuff. That's all. But running the business here in DR, overall, it's been doing good, right? I think the business has been doing good.
I mean, yeah, this country, you make money in different ways, no matter what.
It's been doing good, I mean,
you just learn every day.
Originally, we had the Cool and Crush, the crushing cool, which is the Freco stuff. I know most of you guys are on the channel remember that, the Frio stuff. But then we did it for like a week, and then we were like, hey, listen, let's just kind of pick something that makes sense for us. So I had a camera and I said, I like taking photos as a hobby, so why not just do it full time and make it our business. So crazy story. We didn't know technically with the business we can have 3 or 5. Was it 3
Up
or 5?
to 5.
5? Okay, 5 businesses under the business.
I don't believe it until I see it on paper.
Yeah, that's
what the guy said.
Hey, y'all let us know in the comment though, because we would love to know. If y'all know more than we do, that would be helpful. You know what I'm saying?
How crazy it is? You look for somebody who's professional in the area, and then they say something. I guess I just have a trauma.
We have had
if
some.
If I don't see it on paperwork, I don't believe it.
And that's how I've always kind of tell her the same thing. It has to be in writing. Just for our sake, just for us to make sure that we can sleep comfortably at night, knowing that we're doing the right thing and not doing the wrong thing. Especially me being foreign in the country, I do not want those problems. I do not want those headaches, and that's why I went the legal route to try and get the business done before we even got to DR.
As we speak to our people that we know, because you always comment what you're doing with people that you love and people you hang out with. They're like, no, you don't need no business. Just run that shit like that. Can I cuss you?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like, just run that shit. Fuck the gobierno, hombre, la mierda. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
you have to do the right thing.
They surely were promoting, hey, just do it, basically, But again,
it's a small business. It's a small business.
But I'm a tourist. I'm an immigrant. I'm an immigrant technically.
We are not looking for the public. We're looking for people that actually wants a good service and quality and professionalism. And if you're coming to me, I'm not gonna give you a little paper and be like, and then there you go, that's your invoice. No, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna have this stamp on it. I'm gonna have all my paperwork. So in case something happened between me and you, legally we can fight.
Yeah,
that's the right thing.
No, that's the right legal way to do things, so people don't sue you and and go through the whole process. I don't know. I've never really heard any story about anybody suing here in DR, but I'm pretty sure it happens.
I mean, people sue you online when they have drama, like these people.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, somebody said this, then I'm gonna sue you. My integrity.
Hey, that's people for you, Miss Sam. They gonna do whatever they feel is right. That's a crazy thing that they think is right because that's them. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sue you, bro. You hurting a small business right now. Is it catastrophic for you to do this? Can we come to handling it at the lowest level like we see in the military? Can we come to an agreement? No. All right, cool. If not, we'll go about our case.
I mean, there's a lot of businesses that doing the same thing.
Yeah,
cameras.
Yeah.
You see the guys at the beach with a camera, the boat. Everybody works is different, and we respect everybody works. But nobody like us.
Yeah, that's it, man. But as far as like running a business in DR again, guys, thank you guys for coming and listening to both of us talk about living in DR and running a business here. We're gonna be doing a lot more content like this. So if you guys want to go ahead and follow my wife, she'll let you guys know her information, and you guys already know my information, so I'll let her go.
You guys can follow me on Instagram as IllyriumRD. And you guys can follow me as IllyriumRD as well on YouTube, and in Facebook you can find me as La Madre Gonzalez. My content is very different from my husband.
Yeah, it's fine. That's what we're
I upload anything. When it comes to if I see a cow that she's chewing some grass, I'd find that cute. So I just make you a video. Look how country life is. I'm here to remind you that every day can be different. You can live differently and enjoy it. You know, I'm not like, oh, this is makeup. No, that's not me. I'm the type of person that's gonna show you the real thing. Where my son is having fun, where my husband is having fun, where my family is getting together. So yeah, that's just the type of content you'll see from me, and we'll see each other on YouTube soon.
All right, guys.
I don't know. I